Wait, put down your beer. We have an important thing to talk about. That's right. You probably saw the little, thumbnail. Save the date, February 2022. You're probably asking yourself, Jesus, what's going on? Well, it's real simple. That's probably going to be one of the biggest dates in numismatics for 2022. And for those of you that have been keeping up, no, it has nothing to do with a U.S. Mint product. Absolutely freaking not. I stand firmly when I say I do not endorse probably any product of 2022 coming directly from the U.S. Mint and into collectors' hands. After the absolute crazy show that was 2021 with the Morgan and Peace dollars and the website debacles and the lack of quality control in these premium products, I absolutely 100% am not endorsing U.S. Mint product going into 2022. Now, it's probably a pretty bold kind of like statement that I'm making because normally, all right, when a new product hits the US Mint website, I'll be probably one of the first people on YouTube to talk about it, right? I mean, you guys have known me for the last few years. However, there are certain things going on right now in the world that's going to cast any sort of doubt into what I feel like is going to be a quality year for US Mint product. And that's not the most important thing about all of this because there's two lines of thinking when it comes to US Mint product and the bandwidth and the capability to be able to withhold your product to a certain standard that the customers want, right? That's quality. That is uniqueness. A few other things. But those are the two biggest ones. If the quality is not there, you're really going to sour the collective, community that actually wants to buy these things from you, that wants to actually endorse the product, to endorse the American culture, because for the longest time, there was no bigger, more American thing than collecting coins, especially going back 50, 60, 70 years ago. It was like, coins really help kind of symbolize and exemplify, America, Lady Liberty, dead presidents, commemorative, baconator on the reverse of a coin. I don't know. But the US Mint product is not the most important thing for 2022. Here's what is. Go ahead and take a look at this graphic. Now, these are all coins from 2021. I've talked about these coins to death because they were worth talking about. These were true treasure hunt pieces that could have been found this year. Keep in mind, at the moment of this taping, December 24th, 2021. Tomorrow's Christmas, so I'm doing a Christmas Eve kind of speculation video that I think maybe 98.9% of you will actually understand and will be excited to be a part of. But these are the coins, ladies and gentlemen, that really has put error coin collecting on the map for this year. Now, there have been a number of people, and it doesn't matter what video I talk about in 2021, Off-Center Lincoln, the Crown Die Chip, the insane strike-through burning building Tuskegee Airmen Quarter, the last one of the America the Beautiful series, and it just so happens that this big Easter egg was sitting out there. I know, are you guys tired of me saying Easter egg? That's exactly what it is. It's a unicorn, white whale, treasure hunt worthy piece that's worth, a few $100. I mean, that's real money. I mean, if you're not looking for it, I don't know what you're doing. Well, I know why I'm not looking for it, because I don't have Philadelphia minted coins here on the West Coast. So, but these particular coins are found in circulation. Just look up and down eBay. People have successfully found a number of these coins and are making money as a result. Now, there's a few lines of thinking. like I said, there was a few people that said, the quality control really sucks. Right? You ever hear that? But they're saying it not in a direction, not only the direction of the U.S. Mint product, but they are calling out the U.S. Mint on the crappy, quack job quality controls on the circulation coin side of it. These are coins that were produced to be wholly intended to circulate out into commerce today. Quality control sucks. And it's like you can't talk them out of that line of thinking. I'm like, okay, so I'm talking about a coin that you can make $150 on. You're saying quality control sucks. Let me guess. I'm willing to bet you're the guy that likes to walk and step over a $100 bill to pick up that penny in the parking lot. You call it like you see it, right? You're that person. But the whole reason why that the quality control sucked up and down is that there is this shrinking workforce. And what has happened in the last year and a half that really made a huge impression on the quality control, right? The pandemic, COVID crappy 19. And then we've gone through a few stages. That this thing has morphed into a couple different types of variants. You had the main variant that started all the way March of last year. And then went into the Delta variant, which kind of shook the tail feathers of certain people, and people got it and all that stuff. And then finally, we have apparently a highly contagious version of it. It's like, Delta was a highly contagious version of the OG model. Omicron is the highly contagious version of the Delta. And people are getting sick left and right. I have friends, I have kids that right at the onset of the holiday Christmas vacation part of the year, which is usually the last 2 weeks of the year, they got sent home with laptops and computers and tablets because they can't go back to regular public school. But this is happening all across the country. All right? There's not little hot zones, hotbeds of this thing. It's all across the country. And again, if this is going to be something that's going to continue to affect the workforce of these companies, of these establishments, of the government agencies, you better freaking believe that the quality control issues will most certainly carry over into 2022. Just think about it. Think about it. All right? What's going to happen? You're probably going to have less people working at the U.S. Mint. The U.S. Mint might decide to do away with a program, or they might close up the West Point Mint, and blah, 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 this and that. Holy shit. What are we going to do? It's going to be anarchy. People are going to be screaming, taking their shirts off and lighting them on fire. But at the end of the day, what this really boils down to is going to be more U.S. Mint errors that we are going to see. Sorry, my table shaking because I have my tripod on here. But we're going to see more U.S. Mint errors on brand new 2022 coinage. All right, which gets back to the original topic. February 2022 is the official launch month of a lot of new circulating coinage. I've chronicled, I've discussed, I have shared market data from the last 10 years of when new coins come out into circulation. There's going to be that first initial kind of euphoric hype wave through the first 14 days. If you're lucky enough to get your first box of 2022 pennies, guess what? Put it on eBay and then be absolutely floored by how much it sells for. Just that particular practice alone will probably end up making you many hundreds of dollars. But all throughout the year, I've had scores of people say, well, I haven't seen brand new 2021 coins. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen that. Keep in mind, because of the quality control concerns, there's going to be less of the coins that are going to be available at your local banking system. It's going to be who gets there first, right? It's going to be a race to the finish. Much like a lot of these coins I had shown you, these three incredibly huge error coins that we've seen this year are not coins that are worth $5-10. These are coins that collectors have successfully, not so much collectors, but searchers have successfully turned and flipped for hundreds of dollars. And God bless the person that had found a dozen or 2 dozen Crown die chip Washington crossing the Delawares, or the person that found a full roll of something else, the burning building Tuskegee Airmen. Not to mention, hey, finding a couple off-center strike 2021 Lincoln Shield sets. This is going to be the same stuff that we're going to see in 2022. The only difference is that now you guys are going to be made aware of the potential of what's going to happen in this modern coin market going into 2022. It's going to be just an absolute flamestorm of money and just power and just ridiculous, like, fever-pitched excitement. Some would say that the collectibles market is on a downswing. In certain asset classes, that is the case. But I'm telling you right now, modern U.S. numismatics regarding circulating coinage took a swing upwards in December. You guys had seen 2021 penny boxes are selling for between $75 and $100, a level not seen since about end of February, right after these came out. Because keep in mind, the people that were selling the brand new boxes at the very beginning, at ground zero, at minute zero, were making $300 to $500 a box for the first 10 boxes, and it had tailed off. But they were still worth 4x face. Can you imagine how much full rolls, full bank boxes of quarters and stuff that's going to be absolutely ridiculously hyped for the prospect of finding more errors? Can you imagine the multiplier factor in these boxes? 2021 was simply an appetizer for this whole thing. 2022 is, we're heading into the main course, because guess what? Quality control is still going to suck. I'm still going to love it with a passion. You better French kiss the brand new 2022 circulation coinage. Because if you're not going to do it, someone else is, and they're going to be making money in big old fat piles. They're going to get that Escalade on 30-inch rims and all this other crap. And everybody else is going to sit there and say, well, I haven't seen my first 2022. Okay, well, how much work have you put into it? How many banks have you called in the last day? How many banks have you called in the last week? If you called anything less than one, then you obviously didn't really care. But there are people, because the free easy tendies are starting to disappear. The PPP loans that people are getting figured out that you can't really game the system to get those, number one. Okay, these government kind of checks that are coming in, tax credits and all that, they're dwindling away. There's no free easy tendies. It's time to kind of take the next step into what a potential product would be. I can't really speak for anything else, any other collectibles other than coins, because I know just the writing on the wall, the hieroglyphics on the stone calendar is going to say 2022 is going to be a big year for errors, because we're still in a pandemic, guys. You walk into a store, the 10 people that you see walking around with no masks and all that crap, all right? It's it's like smoke and mirrors. But you hear it all the time in social media. You hear about, I have a friend that contracted it the other day, has never had it. It's this is going to continue going until it finally burns out. But at the same time, a lot of things are going to be affected. The retail world is going to be affected. Employment is going to be affected. And when that happens, You're literally packing 10 pounds of shit into a 5-pound bag and expecting the same quality, the same turnaround time, the same shipping time, the same everything with 50% of the workforce. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what's going to ultimately affect a lot of things heading into 2022. Even the US Mint is not immune to these things because we've seen them get affected. We've seen programs disappear. We've seen a bunch of things disappear. We've seen a drastic shift in a lot of things. We had our first crappy blow up pre-sale of a product that honestly, they should never do that anymore. They shouldn't, because they're horrible at it. They're terrible at it. They're not GameStop or Best Buy where they constantly pre-sell stuff before it even comes out. They're not them. They've been doing it for years. US Mint has not. But first week of February, most specifically, is when the first set of coins are going to be dropping directly from the Mint to the Federal Reserve Bank to your bank. All right, for those of you, I wouldn't even say just the East Coast, just everybody all across the country, just be on the lookout for these brand new 2022 coins. So I'm spitting like serious truth here, guys. If you have the ability, you have the capability, you have the resources to be able to obtain any of this stuff, it's going to be an absolute sweet payday. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you that this is the same thing. Every single year, the same time every year, every February, all the way into March, April, the new shit coming out. Who knows what else the US Mint is going to do? By no fault of their own, because they're working on a skeleton crew still. And then even still, they're trying to hire people. They don't have 100% capacity of a workforce that they did 2 years ago. People are working and they're finding out different options of making their money. So the world is completely different. And because of that, we're seeing a lot of differences in everything from retail goods to our daily lives to US Mint stuff. I know there's like no parallel to the three of those. It's so funny. It's like you have two very important things and the one marginal thing in the middle. But if you're a coin guy like I am, and you're looking for like the huge story, the huge news break, this is definitely it. That's why I wanted to talk about. Sorry to keep it these stupid rants are just so funny these days. But I want to leave you with good tidings. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmaka to everybody. Happy holidays. I'll be back. I would say, I'm not going to do any more videos between now and until Sunday night when I drop the Monday market report. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to continue on with what the market delivers to us. And that's going to go ahead and do it, guys. Again, love you guys. Thank you for all the views and support. Hopefully you got a little entertainment out of this. If not, you probably jumped off like 1.5 minutes into the video, left your dislike and left. I've done that before. I'm not going to lie. You either like the content or you don't. If that's the case, go ahead and give me a big, great old like on there. Feel free to sub, because I have like less than 0.0089423% of my viewing audience actually subscribe to my channel. And we got the big giveaway. That's going to be, or it's like a medium giveaway. It's not nearly as big. I'm beta testing a few things with the giveaways so that way I could give a proper bigger giveaway, which is going to be huge next a year from now. Furthermore, I have a pretty big week-to-week program that I want to share with you that's going to have huge ramifications for that giveaway. It's going to be the biggest ever, and I'm going to announce that first week of January. But that's going to go ahead and do it, guys. Thank you again for all your support, and that's it. I'm out. You guys take care. Have fun with family, and enjoy. All right, see you guys. Oh, stay away from the spiked eggnog, unless you really like that stuff.